Get your Kindle edition of A Hand in the Bush by author Beverly at Amazon.com for $3.99. Purchase your all-purpose shirt today. Two Mirror Global Corporation consists of 3 departments. They offer a wide range of products and services, including books, film scripts, and music. So check them out at twomirrorglobal.com.
Okay. First, I'd like to welcome you to the All Purpose Show and thank you for taking the opportunity up to talk with us about your career. And could you give us a little background who Charity is and Curvy Girl Fitness?
Okay, so my name is Charity Lynette. I'm originally from the Northwest, and I was doing a little modeling over there and decided just to come to New York and try things out. Excuse me. So I was just doing stuff here, and I met my manager, and we just kind of talked about fitness, and so that's kind of how Curvy Chick Fitness kind of started. I went through my own 80-pound weight loss, and I just knew that I wasn't alone, obviously. You know, I knew that I wasn't the only person that felt the way that I felt about my body and weight loss and working out and stuff. And so what I really focus on is helping women make a lifestyle change. You know, I mean, most women want to lose a little bit, you know, a couple inches here and there, but they try to do these crash diets. They try to do kind of extreme things to get the weight off. But for me, I just really want them to focus on it being about a lifestyle. So then it's not like you're battling in your head on what to choose and what not to choose. It's more of, you know, I know this is better for me and this is what I'm going to do because I enjoy my life. So that's pretty much what Curvy Chick Fitness is about. You know, I teach a class in Brooklyn, like a weekly class. I also will do training at home, at work, whatever is most convenient for the client. But I really just like getting women active and physical and knowing about food and, you know, helping them make better choices for themselves.
Okay, so by you being a Curvy Chick certified instructor, could you name some of the basic foods that you like to tell your clients to eat healthy?
One of my basic rule of thumbs is anything that grows from the ground. It's been, you know, aside from the chemicals and the growing, but it's for the most part been less tampered with than packaged processed food. So I say things like, well, you know, if it grows from the ground, it's safe to eat. You know, obviously the exception of potatoes and rice because of the carb factor, but at least you know what you're eating. When you're eating a granola bar, you're eating a rice cake, you're eating these random things that are put together, chemically processed, then it's like, is it really food at this point after it's, you know, in the package fresh for the next year and a half? You mean to tell me that's still food? So I try to tell my clients, you know, try to get things that grow from the ground, pair that up with a meat, a protein, if that's what you choose. You know, some people don't eat meat, but try to pair that up with the meat as much as you can. And, you know, that usually can give you a healthier balance. You know, I can't front and act like I don't eat everything that's not good for me. You know what I mean? But It's all about a balance. You know, there's certain days, like I had a bagel. It was so funny because I was talking to my manager and I pulled out a bagel out of my purse because I went to the deli before I got into his house. And he's like, are you supposed to be eating the bagel? Aren't you Curvy Chick Fitness? I'm like, look, it's Saturday. I'm going to eat what I want. You know, I really like bagels, you know, but at the same time, I know if I'm going to eat this bagel, it needs to be before probably noon, you know, it needs to be in the morning so that I can burn it off throughout the day. But, you know, on the weekends, that's my time to be like, okay, I want this pasta. Maybe I'll have a piece of cake after dinner, but I just try to make it so, you know, so it's more of a balance.
Right. So can I hear a little bit more about your 30-minute workout when you work out with the ladies?
Yes. It's a lot of interval training. So you're going from a strength training exercise to a cardio exercise. That helps get into store fat a little quicker than doing, you know, just 30 minutes on the treadmill. You know, a lot of women underestimate underestimate the strength training, which we really need because that helps burn fat. And so the workout really consists of a lot of strength training, and then, you get a few seconds of rest, and then you go into a cardio, and then it's a back and forth motion.
Great. Okay. I had a fan to suggest a question. Her name is Beverly, and she wanted to know, how do you know when a curvy chick doesn't really mean overweight?
That's a pretty good question. As far as the BMI charts go, which is your body and mass, I personally don't feel like they're super accurate, just because certain women have certain meat in certain areas, and it's just not going to go nowhere. You know what I mean? And so I'm 5'11", almost 6 foot. I'm supposed to weigh like 170. My smallest has been 205, and people thought something was wrong with me. People thought I was sick and like I was doing drugs, or I wasn't losing weight in a healthy way. And I'm like, no, I just was super adamant about working out, and my diet was very strict at the time. And so 200 pounds, like I was tiny, so I want to say, one, when it gets to that point to where you're uncomfortable, as much as someone says they're confident with their body and they're almost 300 pounds, I just don't believe them. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't do certain physical activity, I think that would probably be kind of like the barrier, I guess, for, overweight versus being curvy. You know what I mean? Because when I say curvy chick fitness isn't just for big girls. It's for women in general. If you have curves, it's for you. It's for women. So you can have small curves, you can have big curves, but the point is you have curves, which means you could do this workout whether you're in shape or not. You do it at your pace. Obviously, I don't expect someone who hasn't worked out in 3 months to keep up with, this person who's been working out for the past year and a half. So.
Right. Okay, could you let us know, how did it feel to work with VH1's Elizabeth Ann of Tough Love?
Elizabeth was really funny. If you can see from her picture, she's extremely tiny, tiny. And she's just like any other woman. She has her hang up on her body. She feels like, oh, this flab is over her pants, yada, yada, yada. Granted, someone who's bigger than her, who really needs to lose weight, might look at her and be like, girl, stop. Literally stop. Like 105. But she wasn't necessarily in shape. When she did the 30-minute workout, I saw her at an event, I want to say maybe 2 weeks later, and she was like, Charity, I literally couldn't walk. Like, my legs hurt so bad. I've never had a workout like that in such a short amount of time. And just a little bit of her workout history. She's had trainers tell her she needs to be on the elliptical for an hour. She needs to do certain things. I'm like, first of all, you're too tiny to be on the elliptical for an hour. That's just not necessary.
Right.
But she's really funny. She, was getting a lot out of the workout, which was really good. But she was mistrained, and a lot of times trainers will tell you certain things to keep you coming back, to keep getting your money.
Yeah.
So it was good that I was able to talk to her and let her know, there's certain things that you don't necessarily need to worry about because you're this big.
So have you, by you training someone as a client or a friend, have you experienced that frustration from a client that, like, I can't do it, I don't want to do this, I want to quit?
Yeah. I mean, because you gotta think about it, you take someone who doesn't work out and they don't pay attention to what they eat. They just eat because this is what they grew up on or this is what they're used to. And then you try to change that. You're changing your lifestyle. So it's not going to be easy. That's like saying now because you drive to work every day, you're going to get on the train every day. That's going to be strange to you. You're used to getting in your car, putting in your music, drinking your coffee and do whatever you do on your way to work. But now you have to get on the train and do it. It's just different. So, I definitely have had people who have wanted to quit, who have quit, who said it's too hard, or they don't think that it's something that they're ready to do. And, I try to tell them that, this is your life. How much did your car cost? How much did it cost to renovate your house? How much did those shoes cost? You spent so much money on your outward appearance, but then you want to be cheap or you want to quit when it comes to your health, So I try to break it down to them so that they get it, so that it's not something that they just kind of throw away and, and do without. And when I break it down to, you take better care of these material things than this one body that you get. You get one body.
Yeah, just one.
What? You know what I mean? You get another house, another car, whatever the case may be, but you get one body. And I think part of my frustration is people just want to go the cheap route when it comes to their body, but ask them how much their shoes cost. Ask them how much those jeans cost.
Right.
You know what I mean? I bet you we're at least $200-$300 for some people,
Right.
So when I kind of break it down that way, they're like, yeah, now I feel bad. Now I don't want to quit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to make you, feel bad, but I just want you to realize, like, hey, that doesn't add up, especially, people who go to church, like, you know better. Your body is a temple, and that's not just in a sexual way, so.
Great. So what do you have planned for 2013 of this year?
See, I have plans, but God has his own plans. So really, to be honest with you, I would really love to see a Curvy Chick Fitness class in every borough, at least once a week, where women can come, do the workout, get away from work, get away from the kids, do whatever. I would really love that. I would really love to have my own studio. I want a studio where women can come and take classes. They need support. They can talk to other women. Somewhere where they can maybe get a salad before they go home, a smoothie. It would be great to have a studio. It'd be just great for everyone to know, who I am and what I'm about and what I want to do. So.
Great. Could you leave the viewers with some inspirational enlightenment from going from, with your own business of a curvy chick, modeling to just staying in shape and staying fit?
Understand that it takes a process. I really believe that everything in life is a process. When I look back at where I was before I got here, I was able to pick through and look at like, oh, this is why I did this. Or if I hadn't have done this, I wouldn't have got this, which got me here. So understand that everything is a process and it takes time. And just because it's not going as fast as you think that it should go or what your friends is telling you it should go, understand that God has a plan for your life, regardless of anything else that's happening around you. So do what it takes to help you get there, to get through whatever the hard times are. If you have a goal, stay focused on your goal because it will happen. I really believe that because if, I know we don't have time to talk about way before I got here, but, just don't quit. If you believe in your heart that that's what you're supposed to be doing, just don't quit. Take a break. I understand stuff gets hard. Take a time out. Don't get on the computer. Don't get on the phone. If you need to do that for a day or two, sometimes that helps me, take your break. But, when you come back, it's time to hit the ground running. Just don't quit. Don't quit. I think I would say would probably be my biggest piece of advice.
And so where can everybody find you on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc.?
Everything is Curvy Chick Fitness. Twitter is Curvy Chick Fit. Facebook will, obviously lets me say fitness. Charity Lynette. Everything is Charity Lynette of Curvy Chick Fitness. Everything. Twitter, Facebook, all of that.
So do you have any T-shirts out that ladies can purchase? Because I see a Curvy Chick shirt.
I'm getting so many requests for the shirts. The funny thing about the shirts was I was going to an event like the next day and this sounds bad, but I hadn't really even thought about it. I'm like, I need something at this event that says Curvy Chick Fitness. And I literally went and got like some iron-on letters, cut the shirt to how I feel like I'm in love with the shoulder stuff. And so I just needed something. And so I wore the shirt. The whole event, people were like, can I get a shirt? Can I get a shirt? I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to be doing some pre-orders so that way people can really, can order them. So, it'll probably be a white, yellow, and teal shirt, with yellow or teal letters. So that's definitely going to be up soon. I know people want the shirt.
Well, awesome, because I definitely want to get me one. Yeah.
When I ask for your address, don't be like, why you want my address? Just
I definitely email it to you so I can be the first one on the list.
I got you.
Well, I thank you for having us. And thank you for being on part of the show today.
Thank you. I had a blast.
All right. So I talk to you later and have a very blessed evening. Curvy Chick.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Healthy Talk. Baked chicken. Baked chicken is low in fat and high in protein. It also provides numerous amino acids, minerals, and vitamins. All values are for 1 cup of skinless, boneless baked chicken breast, which is equivalent to approximately 140 grams or 5 ounces. Daily recommended intake percentages are for adults under age 50. Percentages for children, teenagers, and older adults may differ. Chicken contains no carbohydrates, sugar, or fiber. Eat some baked chicken today.
Name me Glock, 'cause you see right through me.